As a Liverpool fan, if anybody tells you you're ungrateful for saying they should sack Arne Slot, I'm telling you, arrest that person. How much more pain do you want us to take? Too much pain this season. Last minute winner again. How? The pain I felt this season is far more than the joy I felt when I won that Premier League title. He should go with it. It's too much. God. 5 games in the Premier League, 0 wins. How is this not a sackable offense? He's about to go 2 whole months in the Premier League without winning a game. November, he didn't win a single game. I think he even lost all in the Premier League. This year, all draws, 4 draws, 1 loss now. How does he still have a job? I don't think we ever lost to Bournemouth under Jurgen Klopp. Only straight wins. Bournemouth that have given 9, 4, 5. How am I going toe-to-toe with Bournemouth? What more shame can somebody feel? How can you be losing to Bournemouth? The other day he said it's because they play low block. Tomorrow now he'll come out and say it's because of their long throws. Our board should be ashamed of themselves. We needed a centre back. There he was here. £5 million more. He's our centre back. Look at how well he played for Man City today. We're having Endo play as centre back for us. We don't have a set piece coach. Another set piece goal considered today. The club is a mess. The club is in ruins right now. And the person at the head of the management of the club is rubbish. You want to talk now, they'll tell you you're an ingrate. You're not a proper red. Protect the manager, protect the club. Are they protecting me? Are they protecting my emotions? Are they protecting my pain? Are they protecting my pride? Before the match ended, I tweeted, 5 draws in a row. I was still going to come here even angry. Before you know, if I even press send, I saw another goal going. What kind of life is this? If not that the Premier League is so rubbish. The Premier League is rubbish. How are we 4th position? How? How are we 4th position? We're one of the worst in the Premier League. How are we 4th? Premier League, you should be ashamed of yourself. You are the cause of my problem too. If you guys act properly and were like 10th position, if Osaka and since, I don't know what to say again. I genuinely don't know what to say. All the stats don't back. There's nothing that supports Arne Slot still being in a Chelsea as sacked manager, Man United as sacked manager, Real Madrid 2nd position, 1 point off the top. Champions League, they are basically qualified for the next round. They have sacked their manager too. How does Arne Slot still have a job? I'm very happy that useless, I've been saying it, the most useless unbeaten run of all time. The worst unbeaten run I've seen in my entire existence as a football fan is finally over. 13 games, 7 wins, 6 draws. They're posting unbeaten run. Inside those 6 draws, he was drawing against relegation teams, drawing to Leeds United, playing close games with Wolves, playing nonsense against Barnsley. Look at Bournemouth that everybody's eating. Bournemouth that is rubbish. Bournemouth that know how they win in their last 5 games. They beat us here. Bournemouth has only beaten us 3 times in our entire history. 3 times. I have played Bournemouth many times. What more do you want?
Don't come at me with anything other than fire this absolute clown. This team is all over the place. We are a laughing stock. The manager can't get a result. The players aren't playing for him and are turning on each other. If he isn't fired before they return back to Liverpool, we have no ambition. We are an absolute joke, a disgrace after spending £450 million. Messrs Hughes, Messrs Edwards, John, Tom and everybody else that has allowed this shit show to develop and continue to the point where every self-fulfilling prophecy that we knew was going to happen is happening. This is on you. The standard bearers at the club, this is on you. The manager that complains about low blocks and dreams about team opening up against them has just been beaten by a team that's opened up against them and played. The excuses are just that, excuses. Slot deserves to be fired. Hughes and Edwards deserve to answer some serious questions. The ambition of this club needs to be questioned. The direction of this club needs to be questioned. Right now, we are a laughing stock and we are defending Premier League champions. Let that sit. We are defending Premier League champions who've just been beaten again, haven't won a game in the league in 2026, and we've been beaten, but at least I don't have to listen to that poxy 13-game unbeaten run bollocks that was keeping him in a job. He has to go. Fire him now, or just admit you don't give a shit. It's one or the other. Because no self-respecting ownership group or sporting director or CEO of football is going to allow that to happen on their watch. It isn't good enough. For the love of God, do the right thing and fire this fucking clown.
Ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool's unbeaten run in 2026 have just come to an end. And for me, this has been one of the most underwhelming unbeaten runs I have seen in a very, very long while. Liverpool drew about 4 matches in the Premier League. They have not won a single match this year in the Premier League. 4 draws, 1 loss against Bournemouth. Now, I believe that the only reason why Arne Slot is still the manager of Liverpool is because there is no other person to, replace him with. Liverpool has not been able to find a replacement for Arne Slot. Because when I watch their games, I look at patterns, I look at the structure, I look at what they are playing, I look at what they are doing on the pitch. And when I look at it, I cannot see anything. I'm just seeing aimless positions. There is no direction to their game. There is no plan, right? Normally, when a team has possession of the ball, right, there's a plan to, okay, this is how we're going to attack. This is the structure of how we're going to attack. We're going to attack from the right, or we're going to attack from the left, or we're going to attack from the middle. Nothing. There's no plan. It's just waiting for one individual moment of brilliance. Either Soboslai will just produce one moment of brilliance, or Salah will produce, or Ekitike will produce. This season, Liverpool has not really had a structure to their game. And I don't know why. Because last season, there was a clear structure. There was a clear plan. There was a very, very clear plan to their game. And I feel like that plan was basically Mo Salah. Give the ball to Mo Salah. Mo Salah will do the magic. Right? Do everything you are doing. Get the ball to Mo Salah. Mo Salah will do the magic. Now that Mo Salah is not in the best of form, and a Slot does not have another structure, another plan, he doesn't have any other thing to offer, which is poor coaching. You cannot just win the league, then come back the next season and be terrible. Liverpool has been very, very horrible in the Premier League this season. On top of that, another problem that they are facing is their defensive issues, which I highlighted during preseason. Van Dijk is no longer the same Van Dijk. He makes a lot of mistakes these days. Van Dijk used to be very, very solid, but after that his ACL injury, he has not been the same. This season, he has been very, very poor in defense, making a lot of mistakes left, right, and center. Right? Another thing is their recruitment, the players that they brought in. I don't think the players that they brought in were properly thought out. I don't think there was a planning to it. Right? Because the players that they have brought in have not really had an effect on the team, apart from Ekitike. Florian Wirtz, his effect has been very, very low. Kekes is not brilliant. He has not shown any sign of brilliance in that position, right? Robertson still looks better than him in that position. Frimpong, same thing. Inconsistent gameplay. Today he's good, tomorrow he's not good. So I feel like a lot of problems with Liverpool. But the biggest problem is a lack of structure in their gameplay. Right? How can you go the entire 2026? You've not won a single game in the Premier League. That's very, very poor.
Sack Arne Slot now. I will speak for my brother Adika. Sack Arne Slot. Don't worry. What good, dude? What waiting? I did that. Come. Hold on. Arne Slot, let me speak to you. Buy head to buy head. Now money just senior me with age. About those two. My guy, when they record this video now,
My assistant in my gaffer. You don't send that boy back to Anambra State. You send that boy to Anambra State today. And he's the first son of his father. In case, because they want you on Alex, so they don't say Alex go push like this. We don't do. Then they show a cash out. Make his life day better. He said, no, I won't take cash out. I won't take cash out. And he was sent out of the market. You know, so they're 43 and they don't smart go post. Till full time. Like we saw that post. Don't worry. Anyway, I want to say this quickly. Liverpool must do everything possible to send Arne Slot out of the club immediately. I've never said it before. I've never, in any video, I always say that. I've never said it before that. I trust a coach that won the league, and I believe that something must be there. But now me they tell you now, say, nothing there. This is your 4-2-2-2-2 formation where you should just always straight. So, as you create that part, as you created that avenue, not if we get street, we get avenue, we get lane. This new avenue where you create, so, that is the avenue you use to leave the club. Pass through that lane and go 4-2-2-2-2. Pass there they go. Because what was that? What was that formation for? It doesn't make any sense. You didn't play any. See, you were bad. Your decision on that formation you played did not make sense. What about benching Ekitike for Gakpo? Because it's your man from the same country, it doesn't make any sense. Then Mo Salah. But the set piece they give you no level. This is why you just say you the vest, you come back out doing interview, say you get more. I'm no level, more not level. You put the African no level, if we have no level, no. Baba, I not do, more not the life ourselves, you know do. Liverpool are good do. All the evangelists say I casted you. Not you there. Zobo slide. I love you so much. I love you so much. I won't let you slide. You gave an assist and what a goal. What a tower. You take offside. You shoot offside. Shaka go. Fair time for me. And Liverpool, don't let this thing pass. Don't let it slide. Help me. Thanks. Arne Slot. True.